News at 4 begins now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us on KREM 2 News First at 4. I'm Tom Sherry.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Mark Hanrahan. Whitney Ward is off tonight. Drama in the state of Idaho between Governor Brad Little and Lieutenant Governor Janice McGeachin. 24 hours after McGeachin signed an executive order banning mask mandates, Governor Little repealed the order.
So McGeachin signed the executive order yesterday while the Governor Little was out of the state. Our Morgan Trow is live in the newsroom with how this back and forth is impacting the local community.
Tom, Mark, tensions continue to run high in Boise today. The governor called McGeachin's executive order an irresponsible, self-serving political stunt that took away the decisions of mayors, local officials, and school board members. While up in Coeur d'Alene, one district high school imposed a mandate to battle spiking COVID-19 cases. I talked with their spokesperson who says the past 24 hours have been difficult and stressful. A mask mandate was implemented at Lake City High School after 23 students tested positive for COVID-19 in a one-month period from April to May. With the lieutenant governor's order banning mask mandates, the school district was left surprised and with a hard decision: masks or no masks. They decided to follow the acting governor's orders, and students were allowed to attend school without a mask on Friday. District spokesperson Scott Mabin says his biggest concern is making sure the end-of-the-year plans for seniors aren't taken away by quarantines.
We want everyone to be able to participate and enjoy the graduation ceremonies that we have coming up here in just 2 weeks. So we're that close to it, and we can cross this finish line here, but we just need this community and everyone to just come together and help us get there.
Governor Little has repealed the lieutenant's mask mandate, but since the students were already in class, the district won't be changing course on the mask mandate for today. However, when Lake City High School students come back to class after the holiday weekend, they will be required to wear masks again. Mabin adds that luckily today is senior skip day, so the majority of the seniors are not in the building to potentially catch the virus. He also said that the school is strongly encouraging students to wear masks, and most of the building is following that direction today. I'll have more on how the school feels about graduation in our newscast at 5. In the newsroom, Morgan Trow, KREM 2 News.
Morgan, thank you very much. Another big story today. The Washington Department of Corrections could be closing more than a dozen units at its facilities all across the state.
So that's because the DOC says hundreds of its beds are going unused. It is reporting about 3,600 of more than 18,000 beds are currently empty throughout their entire system. That's about 1 out of every 5 beds being empty. A DOC spokesperson says this is due to a decrease in sentencing and referrals by local courts and prison population reduction efforts. They are also projecting significant changes to inmate populations following the state legislature's passage of Senate Bill 5121. Now that expands eligibility for graduated reentry program, which involves electronic home monitoring for inmates.
Up to 2,600 currently incarcerated individuals in the state will be able to move into partial confinement option in the next coming year, 2022, and as many as 3,000 incarcerated individuals in 2023. So what that means is that we expect to see more beds in our facilities become vacant due to people moving into this program.
So tonight on KREM 2 News at 5 o'clock, our Amanda Rowley will dive deeper into these potential unit closures and how they could affect DOC employees and the inmates.
All 3 Tacoma police officers charged in the death of Manuel Ellis pleaded not guilty in their first court appearance today. Christopher Burbank and Matthew Collins, they're charged with second-degree murder. Timothy Rankin is charged with first-degree manslaughter. All 3 officers voluntarily turned themselves in yesterday and were booked into the Pierce County Jail. Today, the judge set each of their bails for $100,000. Burbank and Collins are both scheduled to appear back in court on June 11th. Rankin scheduled to appear back in court on June 24th. All 3 officers remain on paid administrative leave. Let's switch gears, talk about weather, because we finally made it to Friday. It's a holiday weekend, and it's looking like it's going to be pretty nice, right?
Gosh, I've said it yesterday. I'll say it again today. It looks like this weekend's more like a 4th of July weekend rather than Memorial Day, because it is going to get really warm. We saw cloudy skies for much of the day today. Now we're getting decreasing clouds. 61 degrees, still breezy out there. Winds out of the west-southwest at 20 miles per hour. You can see the 20-mile-an-hour winds here in Spokane, 14 in Wenatchee and Moses Lake, 15-mile-an-hour winds winds down in the Pullman area. And we just have some showers now across areas of northeastern Washington and northern Idaho. Nothing occurring now in the Spokane area. So here's a look at your 3-day outlook, your holiday outlook for Memorial Day weekend. I've got 73 on Saturday. That's about average. Then we shoot up to 81 on Sunday, and we could see 85 degrees on Monday. Keep in mind, I still think we'll see temperatures get into the 90s next week. I'll have a look at your extended forecast coming up in a few minutes.
My goodness, quite the change from what we've been seeing the past few days. Wow. Well, as we just mentioned, we are coming up on Memorial Day weekend, the unofficial start to summer.
So lots of people will be celebrating the holiday weekend outdoors. Up next, our Thomas Patrick is live at Riverside State Park, checking in with hikers and campers.